Okay, just making sure that I am live everywhere where I need to be live and that you can hear me. Welcome, everybody to the Overthinking Football Show. This, of course, is a special presentation, middle of the FIFA break, FIFA international break. We are getting a game between Marumo Gallants and Kaizer Chiefs. It's a friendly that is being televised. I think a lot of people might not know what that feels like, but they are live at the Toyota Stadium in Bloemfontein for the Cufa Cup. Cufa Cup, of course, stands for the Cultural Urban Festival Africa. Cultural Urban Festival Africa. And it's basically what is replacing Imakufe. So there's been a whole bunch of activity that was happening there in Bloemfontein. And this is, the culmination of everything comes with this game versus Marumo Gallants and Kaizer Chiefs. These two sides, of course, met on the 14th of September. It was the first game of the season for both sides, where Kaizer Chiefs was able to come out as 2-1 winners after going behind early and then making their way back into the game. In their last 5 games, Kaizer Chiefs has 2 wins, 2 losses, and a draw. Last time out was the 28th of September when Kaizer Chiefs lost 2-1 to Mamelodi Sundowns at home. And then, of course, Marumo Gallants in their last 5 games have 2 wins and 3 losses. 2 wins, 3 losses. Last time out was a 1-0 win versus Amazulu. They sit number 14th on the log, the Betway Premiership log. And then, of course, Kaizer Chiefs is number 6. Still very early days. At the time of getting ready and all of that stuff, I didn't have the Marumo Gallants starting lineup. So I have Kaizer Chiefs the starting lineup, whereas Mvuma in goal. Frosla Miguel Msimango cross. We have Blom Zwane, Shabalala, Saile Duba, and Chivavairo. Now, guys, this, of course, is a friendly for all intents and purposes. And we are missing a couple of players, like a Dortley is out and the goalkeeper's out. Serino's another player who's not part of this game. So we are going to be watching some guys who are new, man, to the team, maybe come together and see if they can't have better connections. You know, we're seeing a Miguel and Msimango. Who knows, maybe that could work. A Blom and Zwane in the middle. Maybe that gives us a little bit different to what we normally have. So let's see how this game is going to play out. Oh, Chivavairo. Somebody who's very happy. So the reason why we're seeing almost an empty stadium, I believe, is because up to this morning, this game was not meant to happen. We had been told yesterday that the game might not happen due to some sponsorship issues. So some contractual issues with sponsors, according to a Marumo Gallants statement. And it was only confirmed today. Literally a couple of hours ago, by Chiefs, by Marumo Gallants, that this game was actually going to happen, which is incredible. I never thought I'd see something like that. These are things that you normally figure out way before you play a game, way before you kick a ball, way before you get to the day of. So that might be something that's influencing the fact that there aren't many fans there. Apparently, the other half of the stadium, hey agent, this side of the stadium is full. I guess that's what we say. This side of the stadium is full. So maybe more people will come. I don't know if they're gonna do ticket sales. I have no idea why this match is happening like this. But anyway, it is 0-0. We are 3 minutes in. We haven't seen much from both teams. It's still very early. Marumo Gallants was a little bit attacking, looking to take advantage of Ukros on the left-hand side. But other than that, man, we haven't seen anything yet. Can't even bet on this game. Oh, wow. Chiefs, of course, is riding a high. It does seem like Coach Nabi has brought in a structure to this team. They've got, especially in attack, they know how to get forward. The only issue with the Chiefs team is the moment you get over the halfway line and you get into that final third, Shem, the communication breaks down. So let's see if they can fix that. Going forward, Chivavairos looked very good for Kaizer Chiefs, finally getting some chances to attack. But the brains of the Chiefs, Serino, is not in the game. So I want to see if Shabalala can be the guy who can pull the strings there. So let's see, man. Let's see how it's going to pan out. On Gallants' side, we all know Coach Dance's teams play beautiful football in attack. But this Gallants team hasn't quite been on board with Coach Dance. It doesn't seem like they understand him, or maybe there's something happening with the players. But they have started very badly, not being able to win games or play good games. But I'll give them credit. Last time out, they did beat Amazulu 1-0. A move that maybe is the reason why Coach Tujimpi, Pablo Franco Martin, was let go by Amazulu with former Kaizer Chiefs coach Atazwane and Coach Kanu taking over at Amazulu. So maybe Coach Dance was the last straw for Ubab Zungu there at Amazulu, where Gallants got their first win. We're hoping Gallants will do something different. I mean, when you've played 4 games, you've conceded 8 goals, and you've lost 3 games, that's not a very good start. Oh, defense. Why does Chiefs trust one-on-one defending? We trust our defenders so much in one-on-one situations, Mara. They're not that good out wide. There's nobody who's going to support. And this is now, what, week 3 that we've seen something like this, where Crossfine, you might think he's a competent defender, but the moment he gets turned, it becomes a 3v2 in the middle. And there's no central defensive midfielder to stop the guys that are running inside. Guys, there's a lot, man. But let's see. It's a friendly khape. I was like, didn't this match already happen? It did already happen. 2-1 win to Kaizer Chiefs. Where do you think Chiefs will finish this season? Honestly speaking, I'm looking at a 5 or 6. I think they're going to be 5th or 6th. Theo, welcome. Shawaran has been pulling the strings, says Mudise. Hey, Marazani will never change. Maracross is not so good one-on-one. Cross and Frostler, Theo. Mara, I feel for them because I don't think you should be left in one-on-one situations that easy. If we're being 100% honest, either your winger or your sixes are meant to come and assist you. So my worry is not necessarily the 1v1. You can beat your right or left back 1v1. That's fine. I don't think that's a big deal. The only problem is what does support look like? So, for example, when Cross was attending to that one player, there was a guy making a run behind them not being tracked. And we've spoken about how the wingers have a very tough job because it's almost like you have to run all the way up and then come all the way back to track back. And by the time you get there, play has already played, especially if we lose the ball. So let's see, man. Oh, ball. Do. Hey. He's been with Serena only a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and already he's giving through passes like that. Jeez, man. How came to? And Tiki not wearing your team gear. PK. That was just a statement that I had made to show you guys that I am a Chiefs fan. There's been a lot of questions, but otherwise, man, we have to be objective and down the line. Yeah. You don't think they'll finish in a CAF spot? I don't know. It depends, because the CAF spots, I mean, it's Chiefs, Pirates, and Stellies to lose the first 3, and then the fourth one. I get the fourth one is it Nedbank Cup? I don't see them winning the Nedbank Cup, and honestly, I don't see them finishing 4th. I think Cape Town City probably has the shot for 4th this year. We'll see what Kukune does, because they were very strong, even though they're going to travel. So I don't know. I don't see it, to be honest with you. I think it's going to be 5 or 6. Oh, Theo says we're winning the league. Hey. Guys, I'm just being objective. I just want to be objective with that one. I think it's 5 or 6 where we're going to finish. I think it's going to be a top 8. But then in terms of CAF and all of those things, I don't think there are more consistent teams in the league. And Undabi, let's see. I said I'm going to give him 10 games. I'm going to say after 10 games, I'll tell you where we're going to finish off. Or let's say 5. I mean, we're 2 games out from the 5. Then I can tell you definitively what's going to happen. But for now, I'm still, the league is very stop and start. So, I mean, Fananom says deep down OT, you say first or second. Nah, I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. Hey, maralama trupa sabuyapi. Selfish like that. Selfish like that. Yeah, but he was going to be off anyway. I don't think that run was timed properly. Mara, guys, 1v1, just like that. Just like that. Let me see. Kagiso says second spot. I told you. No, you're right. No, you're right. Shabalala has been pulling the strings there. Chiefs, Pirates, Stellies. No, sorry, Sundowns, Pirates, Stellies. I mean Sundowns, Pirates, Stellies. Then Chiefs has to fight for fourth or fifth if they're going to do that. The one is getting into the groove. Debong says, is this Makufa Cup? Yes, it is the Makufa Cup. Well, rebranded Makufa Cup. It is now Cufa. Cufa stands for the Cultural Urban Festival Africa. That is what Cufa stands for. And essentially it is Makufa Cup, just rebranded. It's part of a lot of activities that happen throughout this time. If you guys remember back in the day, T-Pain, gold. Oh, what's happening? Or are they taking it as a friendly? Look. You see what I told you? Now the center back has to come out. And when the center back comes out, okay, at least he's got cover. If Gallants played a bit faster there, the issue tactically with Kaizer Chiefs is because you're leaving people 1v1, your left and right backs have to jump. And when they jump, there has to be cover for those people. If there's no cover, it means that your two center backs also have to decide whether to go out wide. And once you do that, it starts pulling your defense all over the place. Msima Onditokwe had the same issue where the two, they had to go out and go play emergency first responders, right? And once you start doing that to your defense without knowing what you're doing with your CDMs, then you're cooked when it comes to defending. As for winning the league, hey, PK. Maraduba, another Dupree says, Theo, Duba selfish play. Master GD, who's playing in this cup? Listen, Master GD. This cup is said to be the equivalent of the Super Cup, where the CAF Champions League winners meet the CAF Confed winners. It's said to be, man, at Champions League level, higher even than the Champions League. So it's not just anybody that gets to play Cufa Cup. Montana says our players are selfish. Murisa says for Casey, I'm not expecting much. Top 5 is good. CAF Champions, look, anything can happen. They could shock us and go all the way and fight for 1, 2, and 3. They could go all the way. For me, I'm not sure. And I don't want to put that on the team. I think Nabi has shown us a very good thing. Where I'm starting with Nabi is, I'm just happy that you're seeing plans, as you're seeing tactics. Guys, do you know how hard it was to analyze the Kaizer Chiefs over the past few years because you couldn't see anything. Now you are seeing where the through passes they're playing, how they're trying to play people through. You're starting to see how the number 10 position is going to be. So it's basically going to be 2 10s. Shabalala is going to be the other one. They're going to starve one wing, right? It's going to be a false wing type of situation with cross going there. And they have false runs from the other 10 so that your actual 10 can have some time to play balls through. There's things that they're doing now. That's all I wanted to see, first chuck from Coach Nebi, and I'm happy with that. Results aside, I'm happy with seeing that. Ezinye will come. I think I'm just happy that, man, I speak about Sundowns very highly tactically. We speak about Pirates very highly and their plans and all of that. It's good to at least see Chiefs have a plan and the players know what to do in attack. Defending, there's still some holes and there's still some issues, but I mean, you'll deal with that as time goes on, I assume. How did Gallants and Chiefs qualify to play for this final? Gallants is the home ground is Toyota Stadium, and Chiefs is sponsored by Toyota. So I don't know which other sponsors have a stadium. I don't know if Orlando Stadium is sponsored like that. I don't know if Moses Mabhida has a team. So that's how it happened. Yeah, but what's happening with the assistants? Agent, man, it's a friendly Nakinata. Kanti Bloemfontein fans blue ticked. They blue ticked because they were only told that this game is confirmed. 4 hours ago. Someone once said 10-10 should coach Chiefs. I'm watching him pointing at the ref now. Do you know what, Nam? I think 10-10 is an incredible coach, but I don't think 10-10 is a manager. And I think once you get to teams like Orlando Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs, Mamelodi Sundowns, the pitch is the last thing. The pitch is the last thing. You have to deal with fans, you have to deal with media, you have to deal with narratives, PR, you have to deal with the Motaungs and Fleming Bag and rest in peace, God rest his soul, Uprasten. There's so many things that you have to deal with, and I don't think 10-10 is that type of coach. I think with 10-10, a groundini, a groundini, he'll show you fire. Mara, a pot room, I don't know if 10-10 is there. And look, to be fair to him, he hasn't gotten the chance. I think it's similar to Coach Zwane, for example. Remember when Coach Zwane came out and he was saying things in media and that was rubbing people the wrong way? I think you're going to see what Coach Zwane can do Amazulu. You're going to see it because he's a coach. Manager, I'm not so sure. Didn't Chiefs say that they fill out stadiums? No, Marakumo, it's not our fault. It's not our fault. Marumo Gallants came out and said they have an issue with the sponsor. Therefore, this game might not happen. Not Chiefs. Please tap the screen, guys. Yes, Tata Scream, Tata Scream, Tata Scream. I came... You can watch the game on SABC 1. And then you can watch it on SABC Sports, I'm assuming, SABC Plus, I'm assuming, and the Facebook pages, the SABC Sport Facebook page. I assume it's going to be there as well. So that's where you can watch this game. Santi, hey, Marakubo. Hey, Kubo's on us today. Hey, Kubo's on us today. Yab says, yes, SABC Plus. Yeah, you can watch it there. But that's the last time I want to say it because SABC doesn't pay me. 17 minutes in, it is 0-0. We've seen some through passes played by Kaizer Chiefs. The game is not hot. It still feels like a friendly. I'm wondering what's going to happen as we get later into the game. I think we might start seeing a game there. So for now, Kaizer Chiefs has had a clear-cut chance through Duba, who decided to hit it straight at the goalkeeper. Marumo Gallants is still trying to get out of first gear, but they have put the Chiefs' defense under a little bit of pressure. Hey, switch. Oh. Duba, calm down, boy. No. Hey, calm down, man. He just sent that ball back to Gauteng. Yeah. You know what's also very interesting? Guys, Chiefs fans, would you take, and this is just an idea, would you take a team where you have Msimango and Dortley in the center-back position, and then you have Miguel as a CDM? Because I think he's got 2 assists to his name up to this point. He likes to get forward when he transition. And maybe knowing that he's got defensive awareness, do you think he'd do a CDM role a little bit better? I mean, I'm a CDM. I want to go 6-2, man. I was 6-2. It feels like they don't speak, and it always feels like they're a step too late. So if you see that Marumo Gallants attack that happened right now, the defense is busy with the strikers, as they should be. They're busy with the forward players and the wingers. Mara, there tends to be a space right in front of the defense where the other players of the other team are getting there before our CDMs get there. And I'm a little bit worried. I want Uruplom to come back because I expect Uruplom to be pure six. The defensive six. The guy, oh, Nazo. Who save Vuma? I expected him to be the defensive six and just sit. Maranaye, it almost feels like they're doing a higher grade thing where both of them are meant to be doing this. Mara, because maybe they're not speaking as well, it feels as though they're not sure who's meant to go back when, and that makes them a little bit late and puts our defense under pressure. Finishing, guys. Finishing. Aye, man. Vuyo says Chiefs is not going to win this game. Agent says Dubai is not ready for senior football. Mr. T says Dubai is not Chiefs material. He doesn't have a big heart. Murisa says I would take it for sure. That's what I wanted. You know what I mean? That's what I'm thinking. Yap says I was wondering when Tanzania will be introduced to the team. I see Uguti is listed. And you know what's funny? When Tanzania was signed, he was signed to do what Sirino's doing now. And what I'm curious about is Tanzania was playing in a system that didn't necessarily allow him to play that football. And I don't want to blame the player too much. Sirino has the advantage of getting Coach Nabi, you know, and maybe Coach Nabi setting up the team to make him to take advantage of his strengths. So I'd love to see Tanzania in these games and see whether he can also pull the strings similar to Usirino. You know? Theo says, that's what I want to see. That I just want to see. Theo Sinja says, I'm loving the Blom and Zwane combination. I'm worried for the defensive. Sinja, I think Chiefs so far under Coach Nabi looks incredible going forward, but if you pressure them, that defensive system, I don't trust it. I don't trust it. I don't think the players know what to do. The next thing Duba will say in Fukeng has it easy. Kana Duba said that he's better than Fukeng because he plays under pressure. This is why you don't say anything. This is why you don't say anything. Can we be honest about the players, guys? Can we be honest about... Oh, there we go. What? You should have played the white ball. You should have played the white ball. Counter. Mara, can they also not play this game Kariki friendly? Can they also... Oh, wow. Hey, man. Can they also give us some intensity, man? Oh, Lebon. No Sirino, no glory, says Vuyo. PK says, gangan gavela. Vela ni PK, yeah? What's the gangani? Lem Develop, he's been doing well in the league whenever he's introduced. Kumo says, so what happened to Makufe? Did they rename it to Cufa? Marakumo. Yes, this is basically Makufe, rebranded to the Cultural Urban Festival Africa. That is what it is now called altogether. That is the new name of this. It's a festival that is meant to happen the whole weekend long. I think losing Bob Bloemfontein Celtic and those type of things kind of watered down what was happening. But maybe there's people go Bloemfontein right now who can tell us a little bit about what's been happening over the weekend with the tournament as well, and everything coming with it. Well, not just tournament, whatever's been happening. For me, Cross has been having it tough. The guy is good under pressure. He has been tested. I like Cross. I just don't think Cross has 90 minutes stamina. I don't think Cross has an engine. So if he's going to be playing with Sirino basically in front of him and having to go up and down the wing, second half is usually gone. Second half is usually gassed. Hana next. Kotankeng in the second half. So I think what's going to be interesting is to watch how Cross develops, because I think for me, at some point you're going to have to start making him pick his runs and pick when he's going forward, because if he goes forward too much, he gets overexcited. Pretty much, my analysis of this Kaizer Chiefs team has been that they are a 25-minute team. So Kaizer Chiefs under Nebi so far is extremely dangerous in the first 30 minutes. In the first 30 minutes, they give you the most. And to be fair with you, to be fair to them, I think it comes down to the crowd. Because a full stadium, yes, it energizes you, but sometimes you want to overperform for those fans. And you start running and you feel the energy and you do all the things early. Mara, when it comes later on in the game, it becomes a bit tough, and maybe that's where you might need like a bomb squad situation, you know. So Cross, I think, is one of those players that gets excited. Ooh, hey, starts pushing up, starts playing very hard, starts doing all those things. But come 50th, 60th minute, he's got nothing and he stops even going forward. So let's see, man. Marumo Chiefs already tired of looking for the ball in the field, says Usbu. Semigo says a strong lineup OT. They really want to win this cup. But it's a keep fit game, guys. It's a keep fit game. Mr. T says sometimes players must stop comparing themselves to others. Let the fans talk. Theo says, to be honest, Blom and Zwane are just not connecting. Look at how deep Mdu and Ranga have to come for the ball. I'm telling you, Theo, man, if we can, about in this game, if Tlokwe's not there, that's the tough part. I would have loved to see Msimango, Ditlokwe, Miguel in the 6, then allow Zwane or a Blom to be 8. Oh, glad to see Zwane starting though, says Ukumo. I thought someone said that different. Makufe is coming back next season, says Agent. Well, from the thing that SABC played now, they linked it all together and they spoke to the person who was in charge of it. So they linked it all together. And I think it's just a rebrand, to be honest with you. Hence, I think Mart does a better job pushing forward. Look at how deep Ranga's going even now. Vuyo says, I hear you guys saying Cross is great. I'm not against it. We'll see when he's up against Saleh. That's going to be a very interesting matchup. PK says, Miguel, there's nothing there. Evan! Montana says, I don't know why Buma is delaying the game. Murise Cross is also good with his feet, people having noticed. Yeah, look, there's things they're good at. I just think we don't have a proper defensive system yet. Chiefs doesn't have a proper defensive system. And it goes back to, you know, the triggers and the responsibilities. Crossler looks weak because he's usually 2v1 and his wingers too far away from him to cover him, and the CDMs are not quite there. I actually did a breakdown on my YouTube channel. There's a breakdown of tactically what's going wrong defensively for Chiefs and why they at times look weak. You know, so you can go watch that on my YouTube channel. I break down, I draw figures and diagrams and show you and plan pros and all of that stuff. It's really great, if I can say so myself. You know, we played in one against Chipa United and we didn't make a fuss about a keep. Well, aren't we playing you guys? Yeah, come on, we're playing you guys next up. Please, guys, don't make it about Chiefs, please. Don't make it about Chiefs. We also played a lot of friendly games. We lost to TS Galaxy before the season started, for example. And I think we played Supersport. We beat Supersport in a friendly. I'm forgetting the other two. I just think this is a chance for them to make money. This is a Bloemfontein thing. So they just called them up and said, come through. I think they were hoping for a full stadium or to create some hype now. But this is, of course, an unsanctioned friendly. We're probably even going to see a lot more subs than what we normally see in FIFA-sanctioned games, apparently. Mr. Mackenzie, our number one supporter, says, Gayton is there. He must be wondering what things he can improve to make the experience better for all. Hey, Gayton has just been flying all over the place. It's Supersport next. Simang and Miguel, I see a problem. Remember when I asked? Remember when I asked Kagiso? I forgot what game it was. When I asked that, I see Miguel is hype, but has the problem been the players or has it been the system? Same as the guys up front. This is the same Ranga Chivavairo. Maybe Sereno makes a bit of a change, but it's the same Ranga, it's the same Shabalala, it's the same Saile. But now they've got a purpose, they know where to run and how to play. We're lacking that in defense. I don't think the defenders are necessarily bad. I don't think Simango is a bad player. Ditloko, I don't think is a bad player. Kimang Dotli, Miguel, I don't think these guys are bad players. Frostler is not a bad player. I just don't think they have a system. Oh, Sebamon Sitsa Sail. Oh, Jordaan. Again, not in Jordaan. Obrigado's coming in. Shigisha boy, it's a friendly Shigisha boy. 30 minutes in, there really hasn't been much in this game. Let's be honest. There really hasn't been much. Ranga has improved on the ball. I disagree, Vuyo. I disagree. I think when Sereno's on the pitch, it stops Ranga from dropping to the 10. And when Ranga stops dropping to the 10, he starts doing the things that we know him to be great on. He's a physical striker. So he's a guy that is physical, likes through balls onto his feet, but also is very good with his head. So I think they've addressed one part of it where they're passing the ball to him in pockets. If you see a game like this, this is old Chiefs. So what was happening to Ranga in the past few seasons was that he would be dropping back too far and becoming useless because he doesn't have the technical ability to play the ball like that. Or he'd be going to help on the wing and going to help on the other side. And that takes away his strengths. The cup was a flop. Otto Sail is very average, says Yabs. Oh, Tabang, welcome, welcome, welcome. It's all about the defense. Yeah, it's the defensive structure. I just think it's the defensive structure. Injuries caused. Tabang says that either we're taking the friendly as it is, or we see what Mark does in the mid. He's always late for me. He's always late. Mabura says, I wish Happy Mashian is giving a run. That's true. Agent says we warned Tito about being an ant. Now he's the ice boy at Bafana. Don't do the same from Fundo. Mara, technically, Agent. Technically, Tito, if we're going to say he's been an ice boy, he's been the ice boy because he hasn't played much. Even before Coach Dr. Sono had said anything. He had been. So to be fair. And also, now I saw people baspina ka bolo ko Bruce Bruce. Baspina ka bolo ba shapari vulavala. I saw Mfukeng sending people to go buy bread in the middle of the pitch. 1-2. Also, I think Ngobo should have come in instead of Vilakazi. We need a creator, says Tabang. I want to see Mtanzan. Mtanzan is on the bench. I want to see Mtanzan. Guys, do you think that Marumo Gallants feels any way that they're the team there now in the Free State and you're still seeing Siwelele, or are they just happy to see fans there? Siwelele was a strong brand, man. Oh, Siwelele was a strong brand. You see what I'm saying? So watch. Cross has to go, which means somebody must cover him. Thank you, Duba. Finally, thank you. Also, maybe it's the heat. He's taken Veli's eyes. It just says he was still dancing and doing stupid things. Fukeng did it once and stopped. Is it me? Really? Let me see. Let me check. I'm sorry if it's an issue. Apologies. GT, how am I sounding now? Okay, here comes Chiefs. Okay. I guess it's a friendly game. What can we say? It's just a friendly. It's just a friendly. About I hope Brother Nebi wins because the vibe is a flop already. Are they not trying to bring Siwelele back? Isn't Siwelele currently in like the actual Siwelele in like the 3rd division? Where are Modi and Potsani? I think Modi on the bench. Potsani, last I checked, he was injured, but that was a very long time ago. Chiefs must sign Kilbeto. Did you see Kilbeto dancing for his national team there? But Fukeng dances going forward. In area. Okay. No, thank you for the heads up there, GT. Thank you for the heads up. 35 minutes in, it is still 0-0. Both sides have had at least one clear chance that was wasted. I really hope this game picks up on my 60th minute, man. Potsani is still injured, ne? Modi, I don't know. Where does Modi fit into the team now? He doesn't make runs in behind. He doesn't play a traditional winger. If we were to play with Sirino there, he'd be coming inside and they'd be crowding each other in the middle. I don't see where Modi fits in. Modi feels to me, Modi and even Saile. I've never personally liked him. I like Saile for Boma 75th minute. Boma 75th minute when the game is broken down. So let's say Chiefs is leading 1-0 or 2-0. The other team is trying to maybe score their goal. You don't have a build-up. You more have a counter. You're countering more. You don't have to think too much. I think that's where Saile is deadly. But just in open play, on a random game, I don't see what it gives. Outside of just running, I guess. Apparently, Tito stood on the ball at training. Then Bruce made him. Modisa says, honestly, OT, they're not happy with the Siwelele. They are forced to accept the reality. Is Siwelele happy with them? Remember, there's still that thing where Marumo Gallants had come to the Free State and said, we're going to be the team and done all of that stuff. Then essentially disappeared. Potsani came back and injured himself during training. Taki Sinje. I doubt the game picks up with 8 subs. Because he says, well, to be fair, in the first 10 minutes, Mdu played some incredible passes. He played some amazing passes to his teammates through balls. We were even saying, Sirino is the one mentoring him. If Saile made the runs that Dubai's making, he'd be more threatening, says Tabang. This game is boring, says GT. They should buy Royal AM. Listen, who should buy Royal? Oh, Siwelele. Do they have the money? That would be interesting. Royal AM's license was bought by Bloomberg Celtics license was bought by Royal AM. That would be funny if they bought it back. The Siwelele owner wants a lot of money, if I can remember well. For the branding, ne? Lina wouldn't sell it. Look at how strong the brand of Siwelele is. Look at how strong. When last was Bloemfontein Celtic in the league? Even me, I wouldn't sell it. You're going to benefit off of the hard work that we're doing. I'd much rather hold it and try to get the team back via promotion or buying a status. Mara, I wouldn't sell that branding. I think if we look at South African football, the Siwelele brand is one of the strongest. Chiefs, obviously, number one. I'd maybe say a Pirates, and then Siwelele. PSL will be interesting with Celtics. He wanted 5 million for the brand. They also have to buy chairman as a player. Hardest working chairman in the league. You don't you dare make fun of chairman. Eh? How many chairmans? Babambi pot room. Eh? Then they go to practice. Yeah, then they have to close deals. Then he has to start and play. Ungadlali ngo-chairman Theo. How? Chair of chairs. Does Kloppy have what it takes to lead Sundowns and also go play on the pitch? No. Look at the other chair people. Hardest working chairman in the league. Nina nazi nina. Marumo Gallants must score so that Chiefs can play. I agree, Kafiso, I agree. Mara Gallants doesn't look like they're up for it as well. They don't look like they're up for it. Chiefs should buy undelays. Chiefs may GT yow. Disrespect on Downs is starting. Even strong Celtics, we used to outvote them on the Charity Cup. I hear you, agent, Mara brand-wise. Okay, actually, let me ask in the comments, who's got the stronger brand? Just brand. I'm not talking about trophies and all of that stuff. Who's got the stronger brand? If Siwelele came back into the league tomorrow, that they're filling out that stadium a lot. I'd argue that they're selling more jerseys than Sundowns would. I don't have stats to back that up, but we still see Siwelele jerseys to today. I'm too. You see what I mean about Ranga? That long ball should be meant for Ranga. He should be the one fighting for first balls. Mtu should be trying to get the second ball. So ball comes in high, Ranga puts it down for Abomdu to go score. He keeps the defense busy because he's a stronger man. So if you saw that ball that came in high, so that defender had him. If it's Ranga backing down the defender, he probably wins that ball. But now he arrives late because he's been running a move, or not a mover, but closer to midfield. I think that's where we lose Urang. For me, that's where we lose Urang. Does he earn as a player as well? I don't know. I don't know what his contract says. As chairman and player, I don't know. This game is a bit disappointing, or they're just looking to keep fit. It feels that way. It was sold to us as a competitive game because you're not going to be playing competitive football for 2 weeks. Because if this is what they're going to be playing, might as well Ichiman, and forget about anything else. Chimane and live your lives. No. I'm asking Sundowns and Celtics. Sorry, Sundowns and Celtics. Who's got the stronger brand? Just as a question. Maybe we're warming up for Saturday because this game is boring, says Tulufelo. GT says, I think in terms of fans, no one touches Celtics fans. Sinja says there's no bigger brand than Chiefs. They may go to penalties with no... If it goes to overtime, extra... I want to see extra time here. This game is so heavy for the boys. I wonder why, says Bafana. Chiefs number 1. Let me remind them, Amnesia Celtic games. No, agent. I mean now. I mean, if Celtics were to come back now, after the time that they've been out, after everything, I think we'd get Vodacom Park again. And I don't know if it will be full for 90%, for 100% of the games, but I can give them a good 10 home games that would be full to the rafters. I think. Now, I'm talking about now. Even back then, if we're talking about attendance, Celtic was pretty high. Much higher than Sundowns. Or maybe I'm remembering wrong. I don't know. Much higher than Sundowns. And I'm not saying, again, that's based off of the bar of, it's not every day that it's full, but if you look at teams that are most likely to have stadiums that have a lot of fans, Celtic was way up there. Go Vodacom Park. Oh, yo. With Bota leading the way. Yo. Hey, that thing was crazy. Which stadium is this? It is Toyota Stadium, Free State. Glad Apolis didn't sign for Chiefs. Nabi won't succeed here. I would even argue, besides supporters, Supersport is better than Celtics as a brand. But agent, I don't think so. If you were to monetize it, I don't think so. Supersport is one of the 4 teams. Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, and Supersport. Yeah. Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, Supersport, and it would have been Wits if Wits was still around. Mara, guys, do you guys not want to score? What's happening? Okay, yeah, as I was saying, it's Chiefs, Pirates, Sundowns, and Supersport are the only teams that are currently playing right now that have been around every season of the PSL era. Yeah, every season. Those are the 4 teams. It would have been Wits number 5. And then I think Golden Arrows is the other one, if not for, I think there was 1 year where they got relegated, if I remember correctly. So Supersport has been around the longest, and maybe you could say it's trustworthy from a branding perspective. But if we're talking about fans, kit sales, marketability, remember back when, even when Celtic was here, Vodacom saw fit to give them a contract that was comparable to what Chiefs and Pirates were getting, if I remember correctly. Is it halftime? Okay, guys, halftime. I'm gonna open up. There hasn't been much in this game. There hasn't been much in this game. And if it goes to extra time, please leave us alone, please. Okay, let me see. I just want to get my timer right. Then feel free to jump in. You have to be following me in order to jump in. So the multi-guest button, bottom of your screen, click on it. I let you in and let's have a conversation. Not 500 million, comparable. So they were getting, the rumor was they were getting 100 mil from Vodacom when Chiefs was getting, I think, 5 times that. Chiefs and Pirates are getting 5 times that. Thank you, Spirit. Hey, man, that's what the hour mus.
No, it's they have to win. It's just like a small tournament.
Zod, can you hear me?
I can enter in a small tournament.
No, you. Stuff
Let
like
me mute
this.
him. Let me mute him because sometimes we'll hear secrets here. Theo, are you with me, Theo?
Yeah, I'm here, Mr. Otsi.
Guys, please mute when you come in. Please mute when you come in. What is happening? Okay, let me go to Theo. Theo, can you hear me?
It's not working.
Yeah, I can hear you perfectly, Mr. Otsi.
Theo, 2 shots on target from Marumo, none on target. Teams 4 shots, 2 on target. Theo, please tell me, what do you think now at halftime? Welcome.
Yeah, if it was someone else, you'd say with the preseason there. But let me greet you, the guys in the panel and the guys in the comment section. Yeah, Porale came. Yo, but anyway, it's unfortunate that, we have youngsters in the field, but you can't even tell, man. Imagine having Duba, Shabalala, Uzwane, Plum, and then now Vilakazi. Those are the 5 development team players Chiefs, all in the same pitch. It's like ngatu bugene tabo bukatsande obugabo matoho yabo, like it's not clicking. And for me, I think Lento is sure if we can push Mikela Pesiswini, man, sacrifice one between Plombana, Lumpana, Lozwane, and then just put in an attacking player that's going to support to no Rangala Papamil. Because look at how deep they're coming back. And Mabugi system, I don't understand, like, man. If we have Uplom, we all know Uplom is more of a marking guy. Uzwane lazy. Why don't you release Uzwane 80 Uplom Masarila? I see it, I understand. Amashalila Siswini at Katilama dead balls because it will be much better. Unlike Lendesi Boogie Levage, Nati preseason, Nati Lavanda Kaluba game today.
Maratio, are we expecting too much from this game? Pela friendly, to be fair.
OT, we watched the game where there was a 2-2 and we won against them 2-1, and that game was explosive. The creativity, and another thing, cool. OT, you can't tell me Guturanga in this way that he's playing, he's gonna score or he's gonna be the best striker that we have this season. You can't, OT. On no left, you can shoot on your left. Why forced to shut on right? Even no Shabala Magapuma Lapuya Marantano in Como. Yo, like challenge. You can't take this guy serious, OT. You can't. We need to find the replacement that can manage. Pen. Oh.
I want to come back. I think my worry is, I understand it's a friendly. Mara, finishing, just to finish, and then it's fine, man. You can jog back and do what you need to do. But anyway, let me bring in Usinje. Hi, we're watching a friendly, man. This should have been behind closed doors, man.
No, look, I think maybe, guys, you know what? Maybe Sitaba wrong. You know, I think Sitaba wrong. I think if you are looking at, we've been saying the same thing.
Yeah.
The problem that we had with the partnership Mart and Castillo is the same problem. We always wanted a 6.
Yeah.
But seemingly the way football is playing, that let's forget about that. Now the positions is like half 6, half 8, half 6, half 8 on both sides. If you look at, we've always complained with Mart and Castillo, we had the same problem. Mart and what's his name and Mtetwa, same problem. Mtetwa and Castillo, same problem. Mtetwa with Zwane, same problem. Mart and Zwane, same problem. Castillo, Zwane, same problem. Now Blom and Zwane, it's the same. We want them to play a particular thing, so it doesn't make any difference. That's where I'm trying to get at, Mr. Oti. It makes no difference. Even if we can push Miguel to come and play the 6, we'll still have a Miguel who's going to play half 6, half 8.
Yeah. So then, actually, CJ, so then tell me, at what point does that change? Because I know modern football, half 6, half 8. Mara, half 6, half 8 is killing us. Maybe we must just stop making things complicated for no reason.
Yeah, look, listen, I mean, I was listening to you guys saying that they're playing deep. Look at how Blom is losing the ball almost at the higher half of the opponent, which means it's a 6 that goes up and Samkelo Zwane stays back. And I think what that does, when Mr. Oti, is that it doesn't want to overload that 6th position because it takes a lot of stamina to play it alone. So that's why you release him and then come back and have. So you'd rather have a person that is standing in front of your fullbacks who has some sort of energy levels that are high up. So you don't want to compromise, and you find that they're going to go at your 6 over until they realize it is a bit tired. So that's why for me, it's like, let's try and master this half 8, half 6 kind of vibes until we master it very well, until we become a chameleon.
I'm tired of it. I'm a chameleon. I want a crocodile. Straightforward. Hi, buddy, I'm a chameleon, man. Anyway, Sinja, I want to ask you about the defense while you're here. Do we have the same problem with the centre backs? That whether it's Msimango, Ditokwe, whether it's Msimango, Miguel, whether it's Miguel, totally, we still find pretty much the same issues.
My only problem with Miguel and Msimango currently is that Msimango is right-footed and is playing on the left-hand side. And now his passes, there are certain channels that he cannot exploit. I would take out Msimango and push Cross to come in as a center back, as a second center back, and I'll bring in Happy Mashiane to come in that left hand side. And I'll take, you know, who can also play a proper 6 better than Miguel? I think Frostler can play a better 6 because he kicks with both feet. He can open up the channel both sides, and he can left to right and right to left and left to left and right to right as a 6. I think he would be a better 6, and he can mark with both feet. He can run with both feet. I think he can make him, and he did play a 6 when he was playing for Vets, I think. He did play as a 6. He's a good utility player. He plays 2, 3, 6, and 8. So I would take him for me, and he's a better run. He covers very well. He's more pacier than Miguel, and he's more pacier than Blom together. I'll take him as a 6 any day.
Let me go to Blue Cheese. Blue Cheese. Hi, man. What's happening in this game, Pluchi? Man.
Ai bafethu sethi bakhaverile tse bhaya mfethu ere nna ke ithome so
Yeah.
a re thome ka defense
Okay.
Make it I don't know, maybe be more on the other panel, yeah, okay, my TikTok among. Now chief can have a problem like Gavin Msimango.
Okay.
Gavin Msimango from last season, make it say my problems are not from me. Gavin Msimango I can't read a game. And I can't gel a little players and over a level like Gavin Msimango slow. And you know, when you play for the teams that Kaizer Chiefs, so you need to be a fast. Everything I want to be fast. Must be a fast thinker. You need to be creative. Given Msimango kono pasa muta makilo and asamako.
Yeah.
Sheba game. Given Msimango mfetu he lacks creativity and all the Chiefs. Okaro cheka. Ofa Miguel problem. It's not like Uruka Mora left. Kizari bola lena. Le right chat in kitala 10 or 11 kwa look o tseba ball your decision making should be up go re sonzo ro tsebe ntho o yetsa ke tla go middle field gore ke ska dula na go etelle mo re be abo this thing ntsha Samgelo Zwane is a freestyler mfito a ke tsebe go fitlhile be mo bolo mshimano. To be honest, are being honest as coordination Samgelo Zwane a go sana ntho a tlo go re fa yona. Samgelo Zwane reaches ceiling from here. He's lazy. The pastor the swake. Look, Chief, level Sundowns, ne?
Yeah.
You need to introduce yourself or a keeper. If Samgelo Zwane kono papala 90 minutes without or shoot, any ball le keeper it mo fa problem. Mo kono dlala the whole 90 minutes, Chief. I could say Uzala guy or help at defense, or are you in the middle field? Go middle fielding out there. Where is Samgelo Zwane playing? Enga butsa right now. Get Samgelo Zwane guy. I don't know Mutaga Mbotsa. Knife being na right now. Kensa Samgelo Zwane, Kenya Castillo. Even though I'm not really happy with Castillo, but Castillo can do much better because of he's threatening towards the goal. He can score. At least now, increase them by we know at least we can win the match. Samgelo Zwane came fella. That is why I referred to number 10 last season. I see mistake in two.
Mara kopa obutsa. Ke batla obutsa ka midfield eo. It's the same. Ha re bona Samgelo Zwane, ha re bona Castillo, ha re bona Marti. Is it maybe system ya teng hore ha bana discipline ya hore wait King Zwane, you are not at 6. Tala 8 man. Go further forward. We freestyler because clearly we see or you can't defend. We say the same thing about Mart, Castillo Halikwa. Is it sometimes man or system ya midfield man? Habaso ilukise.
Chief, I'm sorry to say this, ne? Serino is staying. If Serino Gaba out for 6 months, Arilo Bona, more Chiefs. It's like to do Jabala like I want to but Leana one failure because of our Treppa Paul. And at a professional level, and us, level of the attacking midfield at our own. Chief, you cannot score with the Chiefs. We are no longer excited to attack because of we know you'll disappoint us. There's a high possibility you will be able to disappoint. And you are doing a good job in terms of that. And then it's something that we have accepted as coordination or there's a possibility. Chief, sometimes they attack 8 out of 10 or 9 out of 10, you know what it's going to be a goal.
Okay.
Unale Motaung CAF League one-on-one league keeper. Aukor. Replay manabi garunyaka striker right now. Chief, we need some. I know it's far-fetched to cram takover kemang, Fistin Mael, but over level, Chiefs are needed.
Okay,
we need a good finisher.
I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come back. I just wanna bring in Montana. Montana, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, OT, and you, how's it, guys?
Montana, I don't know what we're watching here, man. What's happening in this game?
OT, I think we are watching we are not watching the same match.
Yeah.
Because we are in 4 games into the league is still new. And the coach, we have a new coach, the new system. were complaining about helicopter football the season before, on previous season, and the players that are not committed they are not taking back everything. Now the coach, when he first came, he said he must not expect miracles. The coach is still beating. It's still early in the season, still 4 matches, and we were complimenting the players on their first match. They win against the same team that we're playing today, and they win again convincingly against Amazon 3-1. We lost again the best team in top 3 best team in Africa, Sundowns 2-1, and the chances were there. We saw how we lost. Now it's a friendly game. The guys that are being put there have not played the game. Like Zwane has not finished this game, and the combinations are new. It's just a friendly game. The coaches want to see who can he keep come January. He can loan, and those guys and those players are not used to playing together. But the same fans are bashing the players. It's just a friendly game, and the season is still new. We should be ticking the box. Are we creating the chances? Yes. Let's tick the box and move on. Which is it's something that was not happening before. We saw how Chiefs were boring last season. We even have 3 different coaches. Now we are seeing the improvement from the players. But now we are putting our same players under pressure for just a friendly game where we are bashing them. For what? Because you can see Ranga. Ranga has improved. You can see his runs. And Chabalala is seeing Ranga, which is we don't have Castillo now. We should be judging the players according to this game, not the previous game. Let's move on from that. We will move on from that game. Let's judge them from this game. We don't have Matt. Let's move on. We have these players. Let's see what the coach can improve from these players that we have on the field. Not the players. We don't have Castillo now. Castillo is in OT. Let's support our players, not with.
No, I want to squeeze in, guys. The second half has started. I just want to squeeze in one last question. Theo, tell me about Marumo Gallants. What's going wrong with Marumo Gallants?
If you started with Umlambo, they are trying to overload the side lab and lacrosse, which is very smart. Yet they are not being decisive in front of goal. Other than that, OT. Not goal.
Offside. Offside.
Oh, no wonder.
Offside. Nine. Offside.
But they are doing well, OT. They are doing the right presses, especially in the middle of the park. That's why Chiefs is forced to go wide. And for me, so far, they're doing very well. Just that they need to bring in someone who's more calm, who's more creative, who can really find those needed passes, especially for the strikers. But Ukros is going to be in trouble if they keep on overloading inside like because Msimang is just a dead weight. Other than that, it's going to be a great game, I think, now, second half, OT.
Blue Cheese, what's happening with Morocco, with Marumo Gallants? Hey, but now, okay, let me go to Montana. Montana, tell me about Gallants.
Gallants, the first Theo said it. They should bring Mlambo to delay the game. You can see when they got the ball, they quickly want to attack Kaizer Chiefs and they lose those balls. Fuma is taking those balls there alone at the back because Kaizer Chiefs is playing high line, as you can see, and the players that are for Gallants that are playing front doesn't have a pace. I'm not sure, but if there's no creativity on their side, that's what I can say. You can see there's no shots on target. They only they have their best chance was the. I think that was
it was a mistake.
Play that was played by Cross. Yeah, that mistake. That was only. There's no creativity on their side.
Okay. No, Montana, we're back in, guys. We're back in. Let's get to 15,000 likes. Tata Scream, we can get to 15,000 likes, tap the screen, tap the screen, tap the screen. Then I will leave it open and guys like Abosbu can jump in and can have a conversation. I wanted to highlight something right there with Marumo Gallants' attack right now. I think, guys, you say for me, nah, I can say that Kaizer Chiefs plays very well in attack. Attacking wise, man, we've got it down. Anyway, sorry, my TikTok is telling me something here. Okay, where was I? Yeah, attacking wise, we've got it down. I think attacking wise, we understand what to do. My issue is just defensively, and if you can see it in a friendly, and you've seen it in 2-3 games, I'm not expecting things to be perfect, but I'm expecting there to be a difference between what we saw last year, because it's there's two different teams. There's a front four and a back six. The back six has not changed how they play, but the front four now knows what to do, what runs to make, and even that is down to Sirino. And it's not to say that Chiefs is bad. When we analyze these things and we speak about them, you're just pointing out some of the things that Chiefs could do better. So for me, defending has to be a little bit better in terms of how they cover each other. Now, that free kick that Marumo Gallants got, personally, I don't like the fact that when we're defending on a wing, everybody has shifted over so far that Cross has now become your center back, because what tends to happen on that side is then he gets double teamed. I don't like that your center backs have to go all the way out to the wing, especially knowing that Msimango is not strong there. Even Miguel has been found wanting at times there. Thirdly, that gap that's in front of the defense, I wonder if there was a better ball played right there. You now have an on-running midfielder who can hit the ball without anybody being around them. And that is the importance of your sixes. And now the question that I'm asking is, if I've seen a better Chiefs with the same Ranga, with the same Shabalala, with the addition of a Sirino, now I want to know what's going to happen. Is changing the defensive players and the midfield players really the answer? Is it not just now looking at a system and saying, how do we make the system? Somebody said here that Dubai is exposing Cross. That's the same thing that happens on the other side with Frosla. So that means again that our front four is forward and playing. Mara, are they supporting? And in their support, do we know where we are going? You get what I mean? That's all. And it's a friendly, guys. Let down the handbrake, man. Score goals. If you can't finish in a friendly 1v1, Cesatine, about the league. You see, one back ball. Okay, there we go. Maranai Gallants. No, Gallants refuses to go forward. There's the space in behind. Play the ball, Valelani. Oh, Gallants refuses to go forward. Even when they have the advantage. Anyway. Okay, let's see. Vuma is decent. Carling Cup is fine for now and all will be okay. I don't want to expect a trophy from Chiefs this season, to be honest with you. Oh, Shabalala is now back on the right. Okay, on the left. Gonje, at second off, we switch over. Let's see if they can keep awake. Look where Ranga and Du are. Ageko Sirino. Eti, Ageko Sirino. They feel like they need to go do work now and play back. Default settings. Oh, wait. Duba was lucky there. That was a foul. Mara pasa polo. Why was a pasa polo? Watch. Okay, let's see. No, listen, I'm happy. Listen, this is not a negative rant. I'm very happy with Chiefs up to this point. The work that Nebi has done up to this point. This is just us talking about some of the things they need to improve. I am extremely happy, Ngabo. Going forward, I love it. The play, I love it. The confidence on the ball, the opening, the willingness to play from that front four, love it. Love it, love it, love it. You can't expect more. I think, well, you can, but you'll be disappointed. Nebi has done a lot of work in the time. I just wonder if Nebi is an attacking coach and not necessarily a defensive coach. If that makes sense. The contract said they must not score. Oh, is that what the contract said? That's why cool going to call us Sereno FC. Master GD says they should do this more often with under 21s FIFA break. We've been crying for it. But I think the argument was that we've had so much time off. Goal. Mara, you guys they don't want to score, man. Look at where Ranga's picking up the ball. Look at where Ranga's picking up the ball. And you're asking Ranga to be the one that makes the final pass to the striker. I'll never understand that. Ranga should be receiving that ball from Umtu. Umtu has played some really amazing passes in the beginning of that first half. Can we also maybe ask if it's maybe a discipline thing? Maybe Nababa Denzel. Look at where Given had to win that ball. Isn't that a ball that should be won by CDM? Like, so much, man. Sile was making a lot of difference on the left, says Montana. Tabang says, the potential in Zwane and what we see is two different things. Some of the players need to use this game as a chance. Exactly, Bogan. Like, that's what I'm expecting. What I was expecting. The person that bewitched Kaizer Chiefs got to says the abs. Bafana says we need Modi for Duba. Kuma says the Zwane off. Isn't he still there? That was dangerous cross. You see Simango. How does the striker get a free header in that position? Abakulumi tiyo. Ngiyayibona le ndaba kaMsimango, but in general, they don't communicate. Again, guys, I've got a full video on this, a full video breaking down Chiefs' defense on my YouTube channel. Something has to do with the player's IQ. I guess the only thing I will say to that, oh, there we go. Cross it in, cross it in. Cross it in. He's right there. Cross it in. The only thing I'll say about the IQ thing, my worry about Kaizer Chiefs and where I think it's a system thing is the players look good wherever they've. Mtetwa was an incredible player at Stellenbosch. Tanzania was a key player for Cape Town City. We look at, the different players. Ranga scored 17 goals before coming to Kaizer Chiefs, all in competitions. Couldn't even get 3 for Kaizer Chiefs. Ditokwe was one of the important players of the team, Gavin Hunt, to the point where he was crying when he left. Msimango was captain of Chase Galaxy and a Bafana player. I don't know. I don't know if I point at the players anymore. I don't know. That's why I'll keep asking this question. If we're seeing the same mistakes, whether it's Tanti, Cross, or Dove, same mistakes, whether it's Ditokwe, Msimango, Miguel Dotli, or Quinica, or any of the other defenders, same problems when it's Quinica right back or Frostler right back, who we all know has been a good player. What point do we say, ngati system, man? Not you have to look at the system. What do we need Mikel Arteta? Msimango doesn't read the game. The guy lacks in so many aspects of the game. He was reading it fine for Bafana and for TS Galaxy. Like playing like a one-man down. Without Sereno Chiefs, there's nothing, says Tembinkosi. That is scary then. I wish Matlo was here. Zwan is not working with Blom. Mara Chiefs straight Winyam Nkosiami. Temiko says Marumo, I have a new download. That guy is very good. Agent says, see the game changes. Mark gets in. Let's see, Agent. Oti Mart is coming in. Anyone, That's why for me, I don't even blame Mart anymore. I don't blame Mart anymore. I just look at them and I go, this is you guys. This is you guys. Guys, Mart has started most of the games, and whenever we've gotten a chances created against us, it's because he's out of position. So I'm just like, Gafan, Plum lacks confidence these days. Every player plays for himself. Everyone wants to be a star, says element of surprise. Master GD says we should be seeing an advert, the game on Tuesday. It is televised, it's on SABC 1. I don't know, Chiefs looks ordinary without Sereno on the pitch, lacking some creativity. Nabi likes changes. Why are you not taking Zwane out? DDC team 1-1 while the first team struggle in a plastic. Nazo, you put on Dupreez, and I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Why is Dupreez playing wing? This thing makes me so angry when you start. Guys, is there a tactical manuscript that Kaizer Chiefs that you have to follow? Look at where Miguel was. Remember I told you guys that maybe he'll be better as a CDM. But anyway, is there a script at Kaizer Chiefs that you have to play a certain way? Look at where your center back is, guys. Then when he gets beaten and there's issues, we're going to say Miguel is an issue. Why is my center back high up, hugging the line? Hugging the touch line. Why? No, guys, some of these things. Which stadium is this? Toyota Stadium. One quick comment on the players thing. So captaincy. Guys, let's get to 15,000. Guys, tap the screen. 15,000. Then everybody can jump in. Vilakazi will give us a goal. Says Bafana Chiefs is like Man United. Hell bent on stressing me every day. Says Ubongani. Mdunkare only problem yaho pasa. Says MK. Mart is number 8. Iyafana lento man. Iyafana. Ranga. I know it's a friendly, ne? I know it's a friendly. Mara finishing, guys. I know it's a friendly. I understand. I get it. Mara finishing. And also, look at where Ranga's playing, and look at the chances we get when Ranga's playing where Ranga should be playing, and not playing half wing and not playing half 10. Look at the chances we're getting. Do you know what I'm scared about? This is what I'm scared about. We had momentum, and this is where friendly games like this can also be scary. We had momentum. Now, the reason why I need them to play at a high intensity is, what happens to your confidence? Logumista, so. What happens to your confidence? Can you switch it on next week when we need it in the league if you're not doing it here? You know, some of the greatest coaches have said you must train the way that you play and have the same intensity as the way that you play, because when it comes time for the actual thing, we're going to look back at this and say, this is where they should have been honing their plays. They should have been playing higher. They should have been answering the question of what happens if Sereno's not here. Some of the players should have been raising their hands to say, no, I can take Mart's position. Now Mart is back in the play, and there's comments saying that Mart is going to change the game and it looks better. The same Mart that we complain about every day. So I worry that, yes, I know it's a friendly game, but finishing is something that you have to do. And if you don't finish in this type of game, what's going to happen when you go play a real game? For example, if you don't make the passes in these type of games, then a lot more chilled. To be honest with you, in these type of friendly games, we're meant to be seeing them working on their structures. The reason why I'm asking about Marumo Gallants is I haven't seen them play a system, baltunge, baldale, in preparation, walking it, if that is what we're speaking about. So I don't know, man. No, Mart is energy, Theo. Mart is an engine. I get why Mart is played. Mart has an engine. If you need somebody who's going to run for the whole game, you look at Mart and he's going to do it for you. Tu and Ranga, that combination, second time, a player shot straight at the keeper, says Umudise. Dupreez is the extra defender. Du's ball control is good, says Umosa. Yap says that match, creating chances and they don't finish. Not even in the league. We're playing knockout next weekend. Exactly. That's why I'm like, if you're not doing it here, if you're not keeping, these are meant to be keeping warm matches, isn't it? Did you sell? No, Peterson is there. He's on the bench. No, now it's breaking down. Now it's done. The game is finished. Tactics have been put away. It's now letting players get a run. I just want them to score. I don't want to do this for extra time, if I'm being 100% honest with you. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers and look at the right-hand side. It's those small things. Yeah, Marumo Gallants might not take advantage of it now. Maybe Nabo, they're playing a slow game. But what you start to see is the patterns of how Chiefs will concede in future. And it's now something that has been 3 games in. Again, it's not a criticism of how Chiefs has been playing. They've been playing very well. It's to just point out certain things. Coach and I taking out him to scenes when Ngobo gets a winner, says Tabang. Where's the Mtanzane, guys? Mtanzane will never get game time here. I wanted to see if he could play the Sereno role under Nabi. Fox should come on for Zwane. So happy to see Modi. Right in front of the defense. There's a gap right there. No, just play it back in. You don't have to do anything fancy. Just play to the penalty spot and you'll score from there. Awesome, Tabby. Welcome. You're almost on 15K. You're almost on 15K, so I think I'm going to be nice. I still 120 though, at the very least, so keep tapping. To be nice, I'm going to let Montana in just to get his thoughts. Where can I watch? Iko SABC 1 now, Sintab. How's Zwane playing? He's not quite up to speed. That role still confuses him a little and it makes him look lazy. Montana.
OT.
65 minutes, 0-0.
I don't know why Zwane is still on the field. I don't understand. Maybe the coach is trying to build his confidence because he's low on confidence. I thought when Saile got injured, I thought he's gonna replace it with straight away with the speedy striker that we have.
Yeah,
our striker. To praise, yeah, because if you notice on that side, we're dominating with that silent space, even if it doesn't have a finish. But there were chances that were created. We created more chances in terms of breaks. Now, that side is very slow with vilakazi, young vilakazi. Because you can say, I don't know, and the young boys are not, they used to play together at MTC. But you can see there's no combination play between them. We should be seeing the same football that they used to play from GMC, and they should be playing with freedom, because I think they have freedom. That's why coach is putting them on the pitch, because they want to see them how to play with freedom and stop being because now we are playing on the Champions League. We have nothing to lose here. Just show what you have. Show your skill.
Montana,
all those.
Can I ask, Montana? Does the BDC and the first team play the same football? Is that maybe the problem?
It could be the problem, Mr. OT, it could be the problem, but it's a friendly at the end of the day. It's a friendly game. It's not the same. And what we spoke about the players that came into Chiefs that were performing, I think psychological, playing for Kaizer Chiefs, it's on its own. It's not the same as playing for Marumo Gallants. There were 48 fans. So once you wear that jersey, it's very heavy. You can see that's why you need players that have character. And those youngsters that doesn't have a character. You can see Zwane, like he's scared. He doesn't want to commit. He doesn't chase the ball. He doesn't want the ball. The players don't want to raise their hands and say, give me the ball. Give me the ball. They are hiding.
For time's sake, though, let me hear what Agent has to say. Agent, welcome to the show. How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I don't know how to feel.
Yeah, no. Chiefs kid manager or whoever should really stop making Chiefs JC with metal, because you're super heavy for this boy. They should just use cloth, man. Because heavy, heavy material. But anyways, it's fine. And it is weird that we've been told it's a friendly, let's not be harsh on the players. But anyways, I move on. But moving away from the game, I don't know if you watched Benny McKeith's interview with Supersport. It was quite insightful.
Okay.
He said something which I found profound. At training, it is super. You're like, no, man, these players are unbelievable. Come match day, you're shocked as a penny. What did you exactly preach? What are we doing in training that this boys can do in an actual game, And it happens so many times that you're like, but guys, at first you try and punish them, but second time you're like, no, man. Hey, third time you're like, how? What's going on? So I think with the systematic thing, I think it started under Kuzwani, So I think these players, I think they get it during the training, but during the actual game, it gets so difficult. They go back to muscle memory and they start doing funny things.
Yeah.
Now, where it kind of gets to me is when I see Inaishu also doing the same thing.
Exactly.
But then again, one can maybe say he's seeing the spaces in between and maybe he's trying to cover the space, and that makes him look like he's doing exactly what those other guys are doing, But for me, Inaishu is like the one common person that I don't know what is going on with him. But other guys, I'm like, this is a muscle memory thing of them, So I don't know.
Agent, do you know what scares me? Do you know what scares me, Agent? What scares me is we said the same thing about Msimango. We said the same thing about Itokwe, right? When they came in, they looked good for a little bit, then they started doing the same thing. We said the same thing about Mart. The things we're saying about Mart, we said about Mtetwa. We're saying now about Castillo. You get what I mean? So that's why I'm scared that it's a system issue more than it is a player issue. And some of those things, a lot of these things will not be fixed by players. We're just going to keep wishing for the next and the next and the next and the next, and it will be the same play. Kio Cross is doing the same thing that was done by Bosanti, Botove. You get me? That's what scares me.
Yeah, but I think for me the most troublesome thing is, especially the center backs, is the 88 or 6.5 as I call them. I think you guys need a strong, just a pivot.
Danko.
Because this thing of 88, you don't understand how it works. Look at Sundowns when it's playing Alenden Kotie. One is still there. One is pushing, but one is always there. And they rotate how they move. But there's always one at the base. In as much as you are seeing is a double 8, but one is always at the pivot there at the beginning. Now with Chiefs, the problem is you have a 88 who play actual 8s. And none of them is covering the base.
Danko.
And what that does, it it draws in the defenders into the midfield.
Yes.
And that's why you see them being exposed. And once a defender is drawn to midfield, the left backs or the right backs are exposed, you know. So I think the main problem for me is that midfield. If you can sort out that midfield, other things can or maybe sort themselves out, you know. So yeah, but I just wanted to say sometimes the coaches are seeing these things, they're working on them, but somehow the players themselves apparently can default to what they're used to. So,
yeah. Okay. Let me go to
sorry, I'm sorry. One last point. I think we need to be careful about how we introduce these youngsters, Shamay. I think we overhead them too early and we're killing them.
Yeah.
I think Zwane, as I said in the group, you have to choose. It's either you're a fast player, you use your speed, or you're a slow player and you use your brain. You can't not have speed and not have brain and play football. You know, and you're an 8 or a 10. You have to have both. So I think it's something that needs to be worked on. And the other youngsters, Sham, I think only Vilakazi is the one who's playing to his potential. When did he do? I don't think he's ready for men's football. I think he still needs some developing. Yeah. Cheers.
Okay. Let me go to Soweto Chen. Oh, before I go to Soweto Chen, Chiefs had a chance there. Would have loved Modi to have shot because he scored, I think, 2 of the goals that he had, I believe, the season before last, came from that position. He likes to cut in and take shots. Let me go to Soweto Chen. Zalam.
Hola, how's it?
I'm good. What are you seeing here? It's starting to pick up.
Yeah, I'm starting to see what's happening. I'm only watching the second half though, and I think the introduction of Matt there, because I see him as a defender and a middle fielder at the same time, you know. So I think it's a good role for him because he likes doing that. He likes going long distances with the ball. So yeah, and then another thing is this boy Manzwane. I'm not sure if something is happening at home. He's not himself today. Like, he's reminding me of Ngobo, that guy, the defender. What's his name again?
Oh, Njabulo.
Unjabulo Ngobo. Slow, yabona, slow. And the manje ball will lose a simple, yabo. So I'm not sure what I needs to pull up his socks, man. That boy. But another thing I've seen, it's confusing me because Ufagu to Pris, Ufagu Modi, I'm not sure if they're playing free role or what. Yeah, because I mean, I would have loved Chabula if a keeper Urang, Ufagu to Pris in that position, and then Utuba for Modi. That would make a bit of sense for me. But it almost seems as if we are overloaded la paphambili kodwa babonakala ukuthi bayenzani because wonke umuntu loku around so that's a problem. I feel like he's wasted this friendly game in order for him to do something abone ukuthi, because for example we are trying for Police, right, to be the second man yaga Sirino, but I feel like we do have players like Abu Modi, he can take that position as well if maybe Sirino Ageko in such games, because I believe in that boy. He's a good player as well. So what do you do with Tanzania? Couldn't he do that wrong? He could as well, but Tanzania, ever since he came, so for me, Modi is the first, would be the first choice for me. But Tanzania, he's also a good player, but since as a Chiefs, you know, isn't as a Mambeli guy. And then for this boy Uzwane, what can he give for us in this new formation then, you know? So I think that's my take, OT.
Okay, no. Guys, it is the 76th minute. It is still 0-0, even though, man, the excitement has gone up. I think the only thing that has changed in this game is I think the coaches have put the tactics away. And now we're going to see two teams going at each other unstructured. We're going to see spaces for Marumo Gallants, who have found a lot of spaces now in the second half and have actually put Chiefs under pressure for a little bit. And we're going to see Chiefs as attacking guys. So I think we're going to see an attacking game now going to the end. But yeah, the tactics have been put away. Let me go to Theo. Theo, I'm going on.
Hey.
Hayi man.
Hayi yazi masengena agent akhuluma isingisi esingaka and idlala so vele udineke nje yo. Hey yazi hey. That's why ngiminya ukuthi nokhuluma ngangeni nto nkosi umuntu ophathwa ikhanda ukhomisa hayi wabona abantu yo Jesus. Hey. Ay yeah ne. Hey what the day uthi man, what the day.
Yeah.
But I pray and hope ukuthi the coach is seeing the game as we are seeing it. For me, now that I see what he's doing now, second half, I pray that it was his strategy all along. With first half, play the way you usually play. Then second half, I think now he's experimenting as well. If you push Smart to an 8 and then Samuel Umbega Lapaxisi, how to Chiefs play. And when you look at them now, it breaks my heart to see why were we not playing like this when two and Rangawa on the pitch, because at least those two have combination and they understand each other. But oh man, vilakazi showed me something different. Like yo, this boy, I had a problem with him. I don't wanna lie to you, but wow man, the first touch yake, ball movement, net thinking also would see ilentama combination is shy or man would see. If Uranga or Serino Ushaba, they are not on song like Pirates was Ngabo Saling last season, and then they disappear. What option are we having? Because you look at the guys that are in now. For me, I don't know, like to hence I'm also thinking like Uguti. I would have preferred to than Ngabo because Ngabo is just running on the pitch. I don't know, like to every time he has the ball, I'm thinking he's gonna lose it. At least Mod is assisting Umlu, which is something that we needed.
Nazo. Cut back. I will keep saying the same thing. We've been watching it without Msimang. It's the same problem. Why is your center back? All the time, even when Msimang was not on the pitch, why is your center back standing next to Cross? So.
And why is not dropping inside? Man, this is simple things, OT, man. Neto, now cross. Maybe OT has but we couldn't but 12 yan or 30, 24 yan. Maybe, and if funny enough, they're not being sponsored by Black game. Maybe if it was a Black label sponsorship, being so shoot man. I'm not understanding what we're doing. And another thing, OT. This when Muyamuzwa, I think Montana, who said no, it's a friendly game. You can't beat a team like Gallants, ne? On a game where they scored first and then you guys came back and beaten them. And then you come into a game like this, instead of you exposing and then you guys are struggling. Look at how these guys are playing. You can see Guti U10 is gonna go back and say, okay, now boys, relax on now. Get composure. Get to know, understand that. Okay, man, petty pola, lane the ball, and understand that. Play together. Look at the Chiefs. OT, we are rushing the ball. Firstly, secondly, can we loan him too? Can we loan him? I'm sorry to say this name. Even if Bando Besimgalisa as a two, I forgot his name. Who's this guy?
Quinika.
Quinika OT, as much as I don't like him as well, Quinika would play better than Msumang understand or good. Okay, height OT is on his side, but he's not helping us because I hate. Yeah, I understand. He's slow on the ball. When he gets the ball, he's slow. His position is even worse. That's why it's OT, we're not targeting players. But for me, I want to see improvement. It's a friendly game, but let's see improvement. I got a friendly game, got to like preseason. We are still trying to figure out some players. It's useless, OT. It's useless.
Mina Theo, then how much of this is system? How much of this is system? Baba mina angiboni difference ngena uDotley kwangena uNasho kwangena uCross bayasifanela nabo Dove bayasifanela nabo Quinika bayasifanela nabo Njabula Ngcobo hey kuyafana phathi uChetso nange ku midfield number 6 sakhala ngaye kwafika abo Marty kwafika hey man into eyi-1 Theo.
But here's the thing, OT. I remember Skulmangale Outlay. If you remember, who's this guy, man? Oh, a coach is Stellenbosch. Yeah, bomb squad. I will still say this, OT. If you know your first team is gonna struggle, better to prepare at least 3-4 players oh nangu Sam, okay. Yeah, yabo akafaka kwinika umsimango uthi can we freeze him too njengoba iSundowns ifreeze amanye ama-player, can we do that as well? But anyway, what I'm saying uthi it's simple, and I will say this time and time again, if we don't have a replacement karanga sizoba nenkinga. If you're gonna rely on Patrice to do Ranga's job, where Patrice is even worse than Ranga, Patrice uyangena kula mathuba amisa uRanga ke Mr. Vele Clinic and ukora makathanda. And another thing, if OT njengoba ngisho lokho ukuthi njengoba basidelele nami bengingafuni ukuvuma ukuthi sidlala ngoSerino, but now I'm seeing exactly that. I'm seeing that without Serino there's no movement in the middle. OT the middle is just stuck. You understand? Ipola landiza. And look at what I'm saying. Liz will pay people and it. Use a bayabaleka. Why bangezi ku come on guys. And who one side team. Segmelen zeni kumfana. Washai style siyakhuluma. Why bangam support? Why is it not being supported? Come on guys.
Okay. Yeah, think for Sbu. Welcome Sbu.
Hi, OT, how are you?
I'm good, Sbu. What are you seeing from this game?
Firstly, the message, just a quick message to all the Kaizer Chiefs. I'm not a Kaizer Chiefs fan, I'm a Pirates fan, but I wish you could be patient and more understanding, because I don't think the coach came to this game to win the game. I think he came to try and see, because he has no depth. If you look at his squad, he's not sure if Serino is not there. Who is he going to put in that will not do the same thing as Serino but do something? He's trying to figure it out. That's why he wanted a friendly, or rather let me say a game. He didn't want that long weekend that they got from the league. He's been crying, we need games, because he's desperate. He's a very, very good tactician, and I feel Kaizer Chiefs fans are impatient, and they're like, that desperate ex-boyfriend who wants to prove a point. They want to wake up tomorrow and say, yeah, we won a trophy yesterday. It's not all about that. If you could just put your minds into where the coach's minds is and see, he's playing these boys not because they're going to be his first choice, but he wants to see him going forward. Okay, let me say Sereno gets a 3 months injury. Who's going to be playing that role that Sereno plays? And I feel as if, as much as a fan, you want glory, but without patience, Rome wasn't built in a day. Without patience, you're not going to get there. Sundowns had their moments. If you can look at Sundowns history around 2004, 5, 6, they were struggling. They got it right. And then they lost it somewhere, and then they got it right again. Pitso Mosimane, and that's how football is. For a big team like Chiefs to come back, they needed a tactician like Nabi. But for Nabi to implement his things, he needs to know who is he going to work with. And I don't think with the number of games that he had, he knows who's going to be the possible replacement, let me say, for Ranga. He's still trying to look it out. He came to this game using most young players because he wants their confidence. The way I'm looking at him, he wants to, because I think one of the young boys had half chance, and then he clapped hands. I think it was Duba. He said, keep on going, because he wants the confidence of the young boys. But with that being said, I feel like Kaizer Chiefs fans, like the whole family, just take it easy, guys. Pirates didn't get here in a moment. Same as Sundowns. We've been trying. We had our moments. We won back-to-back trophies. But if you can look before that, we've always been scrappy and scratchy. I feel as if, as much as we can question the quality of players, sometimes you get to say, is Duba enough? Like people have been saying, is Msimango enough? I think he is, but because he doesn't have confidence in him, he's doing everything irrational, just like the fans. Do you know what my suspicion is, Smuda? Yes. My suspicion, and the reason why I question sometimes more systems for me, I think that these players are really good. I've always said that I don't feel like they're poor players at Kaizer Chiefs, but I feel like there is a type of play that they're being forced into.
And what scares me the most is I don't mind losing games. I'm not somebody who minds losing games. What scares me is when you see repeated actions over and over again that are not fixed and have been problems through different generations of players, different generations of coaches. So, for example, this defensive thing I'm speaking about has been a defensive problem under Zwane Nteki, Kevin Johnson, and now we're seeing the same thing, even though we've changed eight players. You get what I mean? So for me, it's not necessarily that it's a be all end all and it's negative. For me, I just look at it and I say, Mara guys, nizoyivala nini le nto, man. Everything else is great. We're watching the attacking play. Hey, we're watching them. They've got confidence going forward. We know those front four players are great. Mara 8 defense, man. Angazi, Sbuda.
But I mean, let's be honest, right? If this was the same era as you compare them, and then we compare the amount of minutes as well. I mean, if you look at them, they played something like 80 minutes and they haven't conceded. It shows that even though there isn't that consistency, but there is something, there is some form of a plan by the coach of saying whatever we do, we don't concede. Yes, there are mistakes in the field. Mistakes do happen, but they haven't considered, because if you would compare Chiefs, 2-3 years back, by this time either 2-1 or 2-0, or
Mara, let's not be unfair.
Missed a penalty. Yeah,
let's not be.
What I'm saying, OT. You know what I'm saying?
Inteki had 1-0 games, 1-1 games where it didn't look pretty, but you get what I mean.
I know what I mean. But I know what you mean. But all I'm saying is let's as football fanatics, let's give this guy a chance. I see something. I mean, I see something on him or in him. I think he needs, because he's been at 4 games, 5 games in average. He hasn't played that much. He hasn't even played 10 games. But you can see, I mean, he was able to come back to Sundowns. He was able to hold one of the best attacking forms, even though they lagged. When they took out Ribeiro, because that's where the game was held by Chiefs, and then Chiefs started coming to Sundowns. But if you can give this guy a chance, yes, I understand. We want to win. We want to go in the morning at work and say, Kosi made it. That's where the Chiefs fans' mindset is at, where they want to win and they're desperate for a win. But I think patience. Let's give this guy some time. But I see something in him. As a Pirates fan, I'm actually scared, because he's very good when it comes to tacticians. He's a very good tactician, and he knows how to analyze the game. He came to this game knowing I wouldn't use Sereno. I wouldn't use the best, like a Bomart, or even though they haven't done that much, but they're the ones who understand what his philosophy. But he came to this game and he said, you know what, I don't want to win. I just want to understand these young boys. I want to give them confidence. And if Chiefs win, it's a plus for these boys. If you look at it, because they'll go to the next game saying we won the last game, but he doesn't have enough depth. That's the biggest worry for him. He doesn't have enough depth, and if you don't have depth and you are in a big team, you need to maintain some form. Not having to lose in the league. You have to try these young boys and then throw them in the deep end and see if they can survive. And I think that's what he has done. But I would like to see Kaizer Chiefs fans just to take it easy, guys. Your glory days are coming back. Just relax. Things will come, OT.
I'm not even crying about the young boys. Honestly, the young boys are the least of my problems. It's these old crocs. What are the older guys, the experienced guys? The guys I'm crying about. Mfundo's amazing. Shabalala showed some glimpses in the beginning of the game. Uduba, he has his moments, but he gives us a little bit of he's dynamic. My issue, it feels as though
it's the old ones.
Half of the team has been worked on. So Lentuana know where to run on, where to play, where to do whatever. I love them. I love them. Mara, yo, Spuda. Hey, man.
Another biggest problem that I've seen that Chiefs have, that goalkeeper. I think the one Twari. He's good when it comes to attacking, but defensive. When it comes to saves, it's a problem. But another problem, you must remember, Chiefs didn't get to buy many players because sagas and the alleged things that they don't take care of the agents, and the agents take their players or the players that they
I don't
want
want to hear anything.
It's allegedly, but that's what happened.
Mina, I don't want to hear anything.
This is why they don't have.
Nani, you transfer window with one target. And you go for that target in the last week. Wait, let me bring it.
Okay, Uti.
Let me bring it Austin Tabi. You might fail a match, Austin Tabi.
Abdo Tibika Billy Quat out Tabena how Huntley Street. Huntley King, so what of favor parents or what out the Chiefs.
Oh, Chojwan.
I would do test that to Melota on a rebel hope so banka fell over Safat and that the book.
Hey, give a tail copy, Austin Tabi, give a tail copy. Sansa requale.
How about
Austin Tabi, penta roof, undo tinta di calata roof, Marona Miaco. Hey, Austin Tabi, something reward, Miaco, Coparicania Miaco.
Oscar and test that about Kale mamela tsoji wa mona na batho re tsa hona re ntse re jiwa fela.
In serious, Rasmaila, Rufi pinky ka jeno e brown the next day. Maramnyako Austin Tabi. Sanse re win. Sanse re di kwale ntho tsena.
Na kwa mnyako e tla fitla as much as abudete ka ngubua a tshwa a re shota ka goalkeeper ya goalkeeper mona teng. Abdoti arena goalkeeper.
Mara, wait ke la ka Austin Tabi. Ntse re ba chincha. O sa upola a iqala season. Kare ka ntwari kare I hear hore re signile ntwari. Mara, is it that much better than Voma? Is it that much better than Peterson? Wait, have we gotten better or re chinchile fela ra kenya mothomong ra thebela hore go chinchilwe? You know what I mean? Until sometimes it's on a check defense. But to bua ka bo Miguel, no rabua. Marale last ne re bua the same ka Msimango ka ditlhokwe. Ka Njabulo Nqobo, ne re bua the same. So re chincha fela or ona le ntho engwe mango tshwantse re bone, you know?
Nnete fela no jenana at least se re bona tsela nyana at least Ga khona o dlala nyana se khona hore re keep game le rona re file re se ra fila disappointed seng ha ikala fela sentse re tseba hore ho mo re tlo jua. Yes, it's fine. Ha re mo jwalo ka buti ya tshware na be halfway chance maybe ha ka ga mo fa 2 season le yena aka ikutlwele ke re bone hore na o risa kae.
Na ke mrata Nabi Austin Tabi wa tseba na ke mrata hampe. Hape, it's also that thing at expectations. That's why Nakere, I don't mind if Chiefs zikaba number 5 or 6. Nabu berekile in this time right now.
Yeah.
Ke mona le mane fela mo tshwantse a kwale teng mara o sebeditse yena. Ha re bua mona re bua fela ka ntwe re shebileng. It's not necessarily hore tshwantse re mo fire if that makes sense.
Yeah. Ha re mo feng chance he re boneng hore na season e high fela. O tla ba risitse kae a ke re yena no tse o fitlile ya bona hore ho Mengel Musi ntho di ya kwa o zama ikopanya tsena o re fa morithitho o re reng ra o batla maybe after a bona hore ai mona ke a bona hore ke sorted ke sharp o tla ba kena to the next stage.
Hey, okay, I was ntshabina ke batla next stage mara re tla bona let me bring in Tembiso.
Yabona FIFA break shame yo hayi yasibulala FIFA break
isibulala ngani
ubo Cufa manje namakhapweni othena organizer ngiqhama sendlela ama final
Sekeleni man iToyota ya sponsora if iToyota ufuna ukusinikeza ama finalize 7 it's fine
hayi manje nale nizohlulwa kuyiwina le ni Vietnam kufanele nihlele kuyiwina.
Uyabona manje sojampile le siyekele man sinjoy.
Ngizobe ngiphoxile.
Cela ukukubuza ne. As umuntu favorite Pirates. Uripero ngenile. Uripero, no preseason, no nothing. Man, just sakana ma trophy 5. Do you believe lento yesikhathi? Good coach kumela anikezwe isikhathi. Just on the side.
Okay, uthi ngathini could depend ukuthi after isikhathi wenzani. But as for masinga competition abanye mo coach no Rivero is a special man because yena ufikile i-team ibingahlangene wayihlanganisa ngokwina ama-cup. So we cannot say the same about Unabi. Asazi ukuthi maybe angayihlanganisa na ukuthi ayihlanganise while ewina at least i-cup nyana, you understand? So Rivero yena kwenzekile ukuthi ahlanganise i-team awina ama-cup at the same time. Yeah, you understand? So I think, guys, you don't have to judge Unabi based on what you've seen. You understand? Because if in some competition no Rivero, then in some limas Unabi. Let Unabi build. Maybe he'll be like who crawl. You remember who would crawl? Some fans they praise him. They say he's the best because he won after 3 seasons. We Pirate to win a triple. You understand? Maybe not one day you'll say, "Hey, Nabi is our what." So if he can win a cup nyana, it's fine. If he can win Kaling, it's fine. It's fine. But I'm nigga pressure of it. I'm guy pressure of it. Unabi. And then again now I'm a penalty. Maybe so in something a Cufa. Maybe some guy we Cufa. Maybe what's that?
This get a guma penalty. No, stay. Thank you. First penalty. In by Marumo Gallants. Hamba. First penalty in. Guys, I'm sorry, there's something wrong with my graphics, so I'm gonna update the score thing, and that'll be us keeping up with the penalties. So, Marumo Gallants has scored their first penalty in this game, and we are through to the penalties of the Cultural Urban Festival Africa Cup. Yeah. Guys, this means as much as a Super Cup. This means as much as Champions League. Some people are saying. Anyway, they've scored their first one. Who's coming up to take it? Oh, my captain. My captain, Yusuf Mart, is stepping up to take it. Here's another part that I'm worried about. Marumo Gallants wins this game. What happens to the confidence of some of these players? Does it matter that you lost on national television? Does it matter that you're going to be trending? These are all questions. Why these things are important. But anyway, here comes Mart taking his penalty. Oh, my captain. Cool as you like. It is 1-1 on penalties. Cufa Cup penalties. I'm not his fan, but Danko, I don't mind him. Honestly, guys, I just feel like we're playing our players not to their strengths. I think Mart would be an incredible 8, like a proper 8. He's box to box. He has the stamina. He has the will, the spirit. Then leave Abom Tetwa as 6s, guys. Nazo Gerala. Here comes Wuma, saving the ball. Nazo. Tarabone. I'm glad this game went straight to penalties. I couldn't do extra time. Oh, no, okay. Hey, 2-1. Hey, but it's okay. Let's push. But he's going to time cheese left. Maybe he's waiting for somebody. To kick to that side. That's not, guys. We don't know. Who's stepping up to take the next penalty? I think it's Frosler. Okay, the Chiefs. But no. Puma can't say penalties. Puma must not make sure. Guys, we don't all have Sipa Chaine and Rondon Williams in goal. We don't all have them, man. Ow. Okay, here comes Frosler. Danko! You guys must believe, man. Please, believe. Believe.
Father God, send help.
It's tough.
2-2. We're still going. We're still going. This says Buma's just diving for the sake of it. Nje. We need Richards Bay, goalkeeper. Magula says element of surprise. Kaizer GP, can't believe. Is Peterson any better? Isn't Ntwari any better with penalties? I don't know. Okay, here comes Marumo Gallants. Hit it to the right. Hit it to your right and Buma's left. Please, do us a favor. I'm sorry. Okay, I'm back. I hate that you guys are saying this in the comments and it's turning out to be true. Because I feel like I was stepping up to take a penalty. He's going to dive to the right and they're going to score on the left. What are you guys going to say? Let's see what Nobo has to do here. Oh, Danko Mshini. Danko Mshini. Yeah, married man. When you're a married guy. I guess he got married. He's got this now. Okay, 3-3. Buma must dive to the left, please. Just stick to what you're doing, Bruce. Don't listen to these fans, man. You just need one. We just need one. Stick to your guns, boys. Stick to your guns. Don't listen to the fans. You see, it's a left-footed player. It's a left-footed player. He's going to put it on the left-hand side, man. Buma, dive to your left, boy. Ungachinji. Ungachinji. Okay, got it. Danko. But he saved the penalty, guys. He saved it. He dived to the other side and he saved it. Ronan Williams who? Sipo Chaine who? Eh? But the Ash at least 88 Kaizer Chiefs first save. It's gonna rain today. Tlawana the midfield Saka. Yeah? Ronan Williams who? We want Real Madrid. Who's taking the penalty now? This is the miss. This is the miss. Oh, Ignacio, I didn't see it was Inesio. Danko, Inesio. Oh, Mikel. All we need is a save now. Eh? And Vuma becomes the greatest penalty stopper ever. Has Ronan Williams ever done it in the Cufa Cup? He's never done it.
Guys, like I want to say rock, cause being heard, but I'm back.
Ronan Williams, who, guys? Yeah? Ronan Williams, who, guys? Man. Single-handedly won us this trophy. But I even cause a Cupa Star, please. Chiefs win. Cultural Urban Festival Africa winners. Africa. Cultural Urban Festival Africa. It's a continental trophy. Guys, I'm gonna let everybody come in. I'm gonna give everybody a minute. And then we're going to close it off. Kaizer Chiefs has won the Cufa Cup. No, actually, everybody was talking. I get when we lost the Cufa Cup to Chairman, the Makufa Cup to Chairman, you guys were talking. I want that same energy when we won it now, please. Smooth. Cufa Cup champions, man.
Well done to Kaizer Chiefs. I hope this makes Kaizer Chiefs fans happy. Well done to them. Please, guys, niggas chill with send for Madrid or Man City. Please, just you won. We acknowledge and congratulations, but please don't call out because we know you. Some status. I want to be Chiefs. I want to bring Madrid. Who's next? But well done to Kaizer Chiefs.
Basabi, man. If we go to penalties, ukhona ubuma. Oh. Let me go to Ustevi. We've got a minute. We winile.
So, Otin is also celebrating and better.
Aye. That's why. If best view, because of you're gonna get on top of us. Hey, you can't even win. Just celebrate.
So now you want a star for this?
Yeah, they must give us a star. Even if it's a moon, it's totally moonyana.
And even Madrid.
Hey, Bayern Munich, Madrid, Chelsea.
Asiyabonga nize nijabule nani yo nangicile 11 years ago.
Yabona ke.
The captain ene finally kuphela engadlalwa umuntu nidlana nabantu base Free State kuphela nisifaka nodwa lapho siyanibongela guys nizamile ngisho ukuthi iMarumo ifuna ukuphuma na incenga ngiyacela guys sicela ukuwina icup nathi siyacela please. At least lezi ntwana nazo izokifaka imedali lezi ntwana lezi since zifikile kwi-Chiefs aziyazi imedali ngiyanibongela bafethu kuwina le cup yini le enisikhandele yona.
Sekeleni bad. Let me go to Agent. Win is a win, guys. A win is a win. What a confidence booster.
What a confidence booster. Before I go through the other things, I was annoyed by the last penalty. This is why I hate stars taking penalties. What was that? Yeah. And I know OT will tell me, but others miss a penalty. It doesn't matter. This is the kind of things that I don't want. And then other people always miss penalties and they're taking them.
Yeah.
But there's only two teams that have won cups this season. That is Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. Only two teams. In the last 2 years, only three teams have won the cup. Stellis, Pirates, Kaizer Chiefs. At least, our dedicated, what was it called? AFL. You're dedicated, Cufa Cup, we both on, so yeah, don't let them steal your shine. They want to celebrate AFL, well, I should celebrate Makufa. Same thing. So don't let them steal your shine, but as my last point, I wanted to say, how many translators does Coach Nabi have?
He's actually gone back. He's actually gone back to another one. Karabako rotation. This one was with him at the beginning, I think.
Really? Yeah, man. This guy is changing, man. Or they don't understand him also. The CBA players don't understand him.
But
anyways.
Who needs depth of bench when you've got depth of interpreters, Agent?
Hey, look at Mackenzie. Hey, Mackenzie is enjoying this role, man. But anyways, congrats to Chiefs, the undisputed heavyweight champions of the Cufa what?
Of Africa.
Enjoy, guys, eh?
Thank you, Agent. Let me go to Prati.
Liezi kozi, elele ma liezi kozi, elele liezi kozi. elele mali ezikozi elele bro oti ke thabile re win a ke tsebo stembiso ra go stembiso ba ekele o mona a ba tlogele mona re winne e ne le cup Cufa cup or ke ka gore masanda se le ma Pirates ga ba inviteiwa a ba re tlogele re enjoy Cufa cup pre-season ya rona go re tsamaya gantle nami wa builder today mara ke thabile go bua nnete Sundowns ha ena cup this season Chiefs na le cup Pirates na le cup and a ke tsora ba bua ka bo tennis ya a ba tseba gore Kaizer Chiefs e na le di cup di official trophy tse ikae e ba ya ba seta le bone Pirates a isi ya timele e sa le ko morago kwa Chiefs we are still leading a bona re wina di cup e re fa confidence ya gore re go ina black label ra go ina black label ka December ka November tla be re celebrate black label cup yeah mara only tse go bona di-player tse kgale di sa tshameke jaaka bonqobo di tumeletse go bona bo mara bo kwini ka ba tlile go ndautisa ke tumeletse go di boseme ke nagana gore re tle go ba le competition at least this season ba re sa expecta sepe cause nabi o sa builder a re mo fe chance re mo support gore o tshamekile yang a ra tshameka gantle a re mo se support taba ya Marumo Gallants yone ke ka gore ba tlhoka kitse ba re keng di striker man ka re ba tlhoka di striker or ba ka tshameka 90 minutes ba sena shot on target ya wa risa eo ene ba raloka mare ya la ba ka bankanya ba lokisa ko pele bra o tizo
I know
I see ke borai ke tla borai ka black label ke tla
re tla braka yona it's a show really kaofela. Let me go to Theo. Theo.
Hey, Oti, who cares, man? Who
cares?
The plastic trophy. Who cares? Gutu Pavuma was diving in the same direction. Who cares? Gutu Mackenzie, we are sponsor. Who cares? Gutu Serunu Limele. Who cares? Gutu coach na ma interpreter 10. Who cares? Gutu we need a star in Kani. Who cares? Gutu Papa Wawa is now a celebrity. Uskime no minister.
Does it matter? Does it matter?
Who cares? Who cares, OT? But on a serious note, OT, I just listened to our coach. The last question that I'm busy on, he said something very crucial. They asked him, OT, do you think we have enough squad that you can take a league and compete? What? No. We need reinforcement. About for the first time, OT, we have a coach, he's going to the dressing board. He knows what he needs and what he doesn't need. And the beautiful thing is he has given most of the players a chance, OT. We can say whatever we want to say. We can do what, most of the players that we see now, Olawazo Hamba, he has given them a fair chance to prove themselves. And I believe he's going to bring guys that are hungry, guys that are consistent, which is my problem with this game. There was lack of consistency. And I know the all right. Anyway, we need consistency. We need a team that's going to continue from what we're doing in the league, even in the friendly, dominate and make sure man must leave or must draw this leave. Let it be by Ugutu goalkeeper as the best player on the field. Not to Mr. Mapola so lousy. We can't do that, OT. But anyways, a win is a win. It's a trophy. A Maragnete Shova, and I forgot this guy. They would go comment section OT. This trophy might be a curse here tomorrow. If not, obviously, as we need trophy for the next coming 10 years. By what the last trophy we won. Go by Cufa Cup. Imagine.
I'd much rather win this one. If Best losile, yo. Let me go to
Kumo bekayosidle groupini uqalile umaronza ngale nkosi yami. Hayi mina ngivele ngiyolala ngisangena egroupini zokubona kusasa.
Awusintabi kimo ba winne man.
Hantle di-team tse 15 di re batlang ha re jewa la bua ha re winne la re botsa gore re re celebrate amal match le se ya tse gona celebrate ba ha ne re jowe e ka be no tsena le re jotsa ka mkgo re hlole yang ka teng le hlula le ke marumo ya marumo jwanong hantle le re batla re tse re tweleng rona re winile cup ya makufe yes again
awusintabi kupa ba bolelle The teams are not very friendly. Kyo Mackenzie. Kyo Mackenzie ute.
Ho none man ntse ba dlala teng monana ba bang ba wina bo 5-0 re ntse re bona hore che team eno ne shwile che ne le ditshintshi fela ha re a bua bana ba re jwetsa ho win ke win so leave Amakhosi alone win ke win Cufa Cup ke a rona e tla Soweto ga hana le rona ka peace re batho ba peace se again.
Thank you, guys. We'll look at these games on Monday. We'll look at Bafana, these games and all of that stuff on Monday. This is what I wanted to say. For everybody who's saying that this cup means nothing, I have one question. What happens if we had lost this game? That energy wouldn't be there. Lost this game, we would have been told, we can't even want to play. Remember what happened when we lost to Yanga? Coco, Toyota Cup. We still carry that. So I'd much rather win this than to lose it, to be honest with you. And also, man, you guys went and you're playing friendlies right now. How hard is it? How hard is it to watch any of the friendlies on TV? Sinanai friendly, it was on TV with the minister there. Come on, guys. Come on. There are levels to this thing. We don't win trophies, but we win everything else. Okay, no, but seriously, let me get into the game, seriously. I think there were some good things. If you look at Ushabalala very early on, he was playing some of the passes that we expected from Serino. We were seeing the players getting chances, even though they didn't take them. The game was a very slow pace. Marumo Gallants wasn't necessarily in this game right now. Then once the changes started being made and we threw away structure, Marumo Gallants got more into the game. I think Tentens has to watch out because his team needs to be able to play even when there's when everything has not broken down. And Tentens right now is sitting with a team that is 14th in the league with 3 losses and a win, and only 1 win. He needs to get better in actually managing the whole game. You need to actually play for the whole game and not wait. You remember how they scored versus Chiefs in the first game that we played against Marumo Gallants' first game of the season. They hit us when we were still not in the game. The moment we got back into the game, we could get onto them. And Marumo Gallants is going to have an issue there. When it comes to Kaizer Chiefs, my worry is that, even in a friendly game, you should see the structures, you should see the play. Even in a friendly game, especially in friendly games, that's where you're supposed to work on things. I get a little bit worried when I see the same kind of defensive mistakes happening because as much as we got chances, Marumo Gallants also got chances and also put out defense into some tough situations. Didn't necessarily mean that they were going to score anything, but there's going to be games that are going to be played at 100%. Where we're going to be put under proper pressure with better finishers. You don't want to go through those type of things. But it was a friendly game at the end of the day. Yes, it's the Cufa Cup and all of that stuff. But it's good that we got a game out of it. Those, you might not believe me, but I really do believe that these games are good because I think it keeps morale up, it keeps confidence up, it keeps all of those things, and it keeps them warm. If we had lost this game, I think it would hurt Kaizer Chiefs more than if I could choose between winning and losing. I would choose winning because losing this game would have hurt them. I don't know what would happen to Abu Bruce. I know we were laughing, him jumping the same way, but imagine if they had lost. I think Ukoshnebe would have a far bigger problem on his hands. But yeah, let's see how the rest of the thing pans out. We're going to go back to Bafana next week when Bafana has the game. I believe it's Tuesday versus Congo. So I'll see you guys on Monday at 7 p.m. If you have not followed, please follow. And then we'll break down the Bafana game. We might touch on this one and get ready for the Bafana versus Congo game, the second leg, and then we'll go from there. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. I'll see you guys then on Monday at 7 p.m. Bye, everyone. Tomorrow. Speak to me nicely. Cultural Urban Festival Africa winners. Africa. Continental.